What is a colored Canadian supposed to do when they see somebody get away with something, right? And as soon as you try to do something, you realize, wait, now this person needs a note. Well, if the person did like 6 months light duty without a note, and as soon as a colored person tried to get light duty without a note, I mean, a hernia, there's only a few ways to test that, one of them being an MRI. Since you can't even get into a hospital to get a surgery done, you're not going to get in the hospital to get an MRI done. Not now. It's going to take a little while, which is weird. I had a emergency surgeon tell me this. Yeah, well, I could recommend light duty till you get this test done, but you comprehend it's going to take a little while, the pandemic and all. It's just like, okay, well, that makes no sense. How was it possible this guy was able to do like 6-7 months light duty without a note? But when a colored person tries to get it, not just me, another person too, and it was just like, yeah, you need a note. And when they finally got two colored people trying to get on light duty, then and only then did a white person go back to work. I even turned in a note saying I had light duty till I could get a test done. But because supervisors don't do their jobs and didn't pass it along to the right people, I had to go back to work and work hard, which made my stomach hurt again, which means I probably did internal damage, which means nobody cares but me, right? How do you work for, this is union too, this is uniform 414. How is it possible you turn a note in to your supervisors, but they don't do the proper job and turn it into the right people? You get in trouble for it. They make you work and hurt yourself more. For what? Because they're trying to cover up the racism? Yeah, Metro. I'm talking about Metro, union, my first union job I ever had, just to find out the union is more corrupt than the company, right? 26 years. It's $26 max pay. That's as much as you can make with them, right? And that's for doing your hardest job for $26 an hour. It's like driving a forklift or going around being a porter, picking up trash here and there. So when I watched a white person that had my job, selector job, not do his job for like 6 or 7 months, and as soon as I had a note claiming I should be put on light duty, I was told, nope, you gotta work. You gotta work. Where's your note? I turned in a note. Well, it didn't go to the right person, so you gotta work. The supervisors are literally telling me they're not doing their jobs, right? And it's just like, well, why am I getting in trouble, right? You're telling me we're not supposed to leave property, but you guys go to Tim Hortons every break you guys get. So how are you preaching rules when you guys don't even obey them yourselves? I'm talking about the supervisors and managers. I applied for that job. I know what that job consists of. I got experience. But, again, because the color of my skin, I didn't get a management job. That's the truth, y'all. A lot of people don't get jobs because of their color of their skin. I got over 30 years experience in logistics. 30 years. But don't mean nothing. It's even on my application. No, this guy's got a colored name. Let's not hire him for this job. Let's make him a selector. The hardest job in the warehouse, the lowest paying job in the warehouse, where it actually should be the highest paying job in the warehouse. But the unions got in there and they decided, yeah, you know what? Let's make that hardest job least paying job. And we'll take all the good, easy paying jobs that, after doing so many years, we're making $26 an hour for sitting in an aisle playing on my phone for 4 hours. Well, everybody else works because the only body on time is selectors. They wear this headpiece, tells them what they got to do, right? Even when that number comes up messed up, the guy was doing 100+%, now he's doing 70 some odd percent. There's got to be something wrong with him, right? The numbers, it's showing, right? But, right? That's the thing. It's a racist company. Right from the get-go, it's going to get squashed because the people involved are white. Yeah, we don't want racism to come around. No, I want to get processed for racism. Yeah, true. We let this white guy do this for 6 months. But he's white. What's wrong with that? As soon as we had colored people, oh, yeah, you need a note. Yeah, you need a note. Yeah, you got to work if you don't have a note. And the colored people just kept looking at the white guy and was just like, well, does he have a note? Oh, yeah, he's going to get a note. And it's just like, okay, he never had a note. He did 7 months light duty with no note just because the color of his skin. Companies say they ain't racist, but when you see that kind of stuff, you actually wonder. It's like, okay, how is it possible this guy could do 7 months light duty? Trust me, I seen him. I went through a whole probationary period, didn't get my 100% I needed, so I had to do it all over again. And this guy was on my same period too, so he did his probationary period. I think he said he was getting 98, 100%, something like that. So I'm pretty sure he didn't get 3 100%, but he still got employed. Again, it's because he's white. Who knows, right? Because racism starts at the top and it goes down. And everybody on that ladder going up protects themselves in any possible means possible. Even if it means, yeah, this guy's getting fired. Yeah, this guy's causing troubles. But what happens if you're just telling the truth and you're like, well, this is confusing, right? I thought this wasn't a racist company, but apparently they are because, you see something being done. They tell you something, but what they tell you is totally different than what they do, right? And they say, yeah, racism is alive and well. I'm learning that firsthand. I thought out in Alberta it was bad, but coming back to Toronto, I find out it's just as bad. Because you've got those white people in those supervisor management positions protecting their jobs. That means they're lying. They got video evidence. The whole warehouse is videotaped. Right? You could actually see me looking one night, looking for a supervisor. Major stomach pains. It's just like, well, those supervisors not even on the floor. So it's like, okay, you guys are like violating the rule right there. I'm management. Where's management in all this? You don't even have a supervisor on the floor. When you get mad at me, I tell you this stuff, you get mad at me. Is it because I'm colored? Because if I was white, I'm pretty sure you'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, we'll take care of that. Yeah. But no. They got video evidence of them leaving property every shift break. They're gone. There's not even a supervisor on property. Maybe not even management. And it's just like, okay. I went home because I was in pain. I didn't leave property to go get a cup of coffee when you got coffee in the cafeteria. It's like, okay, what's going on here? It's management, supervisors always taking care of them. And their bosses are white, so they're always going to take care of them too. It's the way it works. You got to look out for each other, right? Don't want to lose our management jobs to colored people. So, okay, you watch out for me, I'll watch out for you. Back each other up. That way, we'll keep these jobs and we'll keep them, all those colored people, at their jobs. That's what I think is really happening at Metro Union. 414 uniform. I think racism's all up in there, even with the union. All right, how is it possible a union rep won't even stand up for a colored person? Because he's colored? And yeah, management is white, and oh yeah, I'm white, and I don't do nothing really, right? And I don't want management stopping me and saying, why aren't you working? Because I'm fucking up. I get $26 an hour to do nothing. Hey man, plus my union rep fees I get. And that's all that is. It's all about making money, keeping the money for themselves, staying in the positions they can, even if it means lying. Which is messed up because there's video evidence. The whole warehouse is videotaped. They could go from January to February, check those, well, January, beginning of February, check those months, and you could actually see me looking twice for a supervisor. And twice there was not even a supervisor or management on the floor. It's just like, this is your guys' job. I mean, when they have ETO and stuff, you guys can't go home early because you guys are management supervisors. You guys don't do much anyways. Paperwork at the beginning, paperwork at the end. Any issues between, you guys are supposed to be there. But when they leave property and you yell at somebody else for leaving property, that's just, yeah. Living in one of those racist worlds where, yeah, it's good for them, but not good for us. So, yeah, putting this on YouTube, video evidence, recording everything that's happening. And it's just like, do I go back to work and kill myself? No. I gotta wait for an MRI. That could literally take like a year now, maybe more. Hey, pandemic. But if I was white, I think I'd be able to get away with it, but I'm not. So that's life, y'all. You think racism isn't alive and well? It is. It's all over. You go to a company and say, yeah, a bunch of colored people. But when you go, as soon as you go to management, it's like, whoa, what, you just got hired on? Yeah, Black Lives Matter, I got hired on. Hey, finally somebody got hired on for other reasons than being white. Well, being not white, black. And so I think we live in a black and white world now, right? Anybody in between, all those other colors, don't matter. White lives and black lives matter. That's all the lives that matter. So anybody in between those two are stuck in the place that we've always been stuck in, and we're never ever gonna get out of, right? The rich run the world, and the rich keep themselves in there, which sucks because there's enough Canadians who make less than $60,000 a year. Pretty sure 20 million Canadians make less than that. I make less than that. Why isn't one of us running the company? Because the white keep in there, the white staying in there, and the white don't want to let none of us in because we'll probably stop all the stealing they do. Think about it. $6 trillion later, y'all. Vote for me. I'm running for Prime Minister. My name is Rodney Cordero. I think I'll do a lot better job than who's it? Been in office for the last 150 years. Parties suck. They're only looking out for themselves. That's why they're parties, right? You got this party, this party, this party, this party, this party. All these parties are looking out for themselves. Not even Canadians. No. Not us. They're looking out for themselves. The only way this will ever change if Canadians stand up and say, you know, maybe we should put a hard-working Canadian there who won't spend billions of dollars on some stupid, hey, I'm trying to put money in my pocket. Can you say, if I give you $3 billion, can you give me $50 million? Ford $50 million, and yeah, we'd be good. That's what's really happening. That's why these parties are parties, right? Even when they raise money, it's all about them. So, stand up, make a change. Vote for me. Or living your pitiful lives we have always lived, where things will never change. That's just the way it is.